She locked the door behind her, feeling the comfort of her home, her small haven from the chaos of the city. She took a long, relaxing bath to wash away the weariness of the night and the stress of the past months. But as she stepped out of the bathroom, something went terribly wrong. Amaka felt a wave of dizziness rush over her. She tried to steady herself, but her vision blurred, and her legs buckled beneath her. She collapsed on the floor, her body crumpling in a heap. It was as if her body had given out after carrying the heavy weight of responsibility for so long. Time seemed to stretch on at that moment. She remained on the cold floor, unconscious and alone. Days passed. Amaka's neighbors grew concerned when they noticed she hadn't left her apartment. They hadn't heard from her in a while, and it was unlike her to be so quiet for so long. They knocked on her door, but there was no answer. They tried calling her phone, but it went unanswered. Something was wrong. Worried, one of her neighbors decided to go to the police. They explained their concern, and the officers agreed to check on Amaka. It wasn't long before a team of officers arrived at the apartment building. They knocked on her door, but still, there was no response. After receiving permission from the landlord, they broke down the door. Inside, they found Amaka lying on the floor of her bathroom. Her body was cold, lifeless, and her face showed no sign of the joy she had once carried in her heart. The officers immediately called for medical assistance, but it was too late. Amaka was gone. The news of her death spread quickly. In the days that followed, the police investigated her death, but they found no signs of foul play. It seemed that the combination of the stress, the physical toll of the pregnancy, and the emotional weight of the entire experience had taken a severe toll on her body. The doctors suggested that the collapse could have been caused by a sudden cardiac arrest, possibly triggered by the exhaustion and strain she had endured. Amaka's family in the village was devastated when they received the news. They couldn't believe that their daughter, who had worked so hard to improve their lives, was gone so soon. The money she had sent them had arrived just days before, and they had been planning how to use it to build a better future. Now, all they had were memories of the girl who had always dreamed of a better life for herself and her family. In the city, Amaka's friends and colleagues mourned the loss of a kind, hardworking woman who had been full of potential. She had come to Lagos with nothing, built a life from the ground up, and had finally achieved what so many could only dream of. But in the end,